According to World Health Organization, cancer is a leading cause of death worldwide. All type cancers are responsible for roughly 17% or 1 in every 6 deaths annually. Recent studies have shown that many popular foods are in fact carcinogens, meaning that their frequent consumption can directly or indirectly lead to cancer. You may be using many of these types of items on a regular basis, so it is important to learn about them and minimize their consumption to reduce the chance of cancer. Number 1. Refined sugar. Sugar has been nicknamed white poison as it is absent of any nutritional value. It deprives the body of its vitamins and nutrients. It also has an indirect link to cancer by leading to weight gain and increase in waist circumference. Regular intake of refined or added sugar can lead to obesity, which greatly increases the risk of 13 types of cancer. Refined sugars are common in pastries, cakes, packaged foods, sodas, juices, and many more everyday items. Make sure to check the nutritional labels for added sugars. Number 2. Processed and smoked meat. The World Health Organization, after reviewing over 800 studies, concluded that processed meats, including smoked meats, are indeed carcinogenic. Current research shows that there are certain chemicals in processed meats, both added and naturally occurring, that cause them to be carcinogenic. Similarly, the smoking process retains large amounts of hazardous tar, a known carcinogen. Smoked meats are also high in sodium and linked to bowel and stomach cancers. Processed meats include deli meats, sausage, bacon, and hot dogs. The American Institute of Cancer Research recommends avoiding processed meats. That means eating as little processed meat as possible. In fact, eating 4 pieces of, say, bacon daily raises the risk of getting colorectal cancer by 18%. Barbecued foods should not be burnt on the outside as charred meat can also lead to cancer. Number 3. Potato chips and french fries. High temperature cooking in potato chips and french fries gives rise to a chemical called acrylamide. Acrylamide is also found in plastics, paper, and more abundantly in cigarette smoke. The International Agency for Research on Cancer termed it as a probable human carcinogen, but the link between acrylamide and cancer is not yet very well established. Number 4. Artificial sweeteners. The World Health Organization has now classified aspartame as a possible carcinogen. The National Cancer Institute also points to a 2022 study of almost 103,000 adults, which found that those who consumed higher amounts of aspartame had a slightly higher risk of developing cancer, especially breast and obesity-related cancers. Also, according to studies on saccharin, high doses of sweetener caused cancer in rats. Rats that ingested high doses of aspartame developed blood-related cancers including lymphoma and leukemia. Number 5. Red meat. Red meat is another cancer-causing agent that is a staple in everyday diet. According to the World Health Organization, colorectal, prostate, and pancreatic cancers have links to eating red meat. Red and processed meat contain heme iron, which makes meat red in color. When heme is broken down in the gut, it forms compounds that can damage the cells lining the bowel, which can lead to cancer. It is important to watch the amount of red meat intake. Number 6. Microwave popcorn. The possible link between microwave popcorn and cancer isn't from the popcorn itself, but from the chemicals called PFCs that are in the lining of the bags. PFCs resist grease, making them ideal for preventing oil from seeping through popcorn bags. PFCs have also been used in pizza boxes, Teflon pans, sandwich wraps, and other types of food packaging. The chemicals lining the microwavable bag decomposes and forms a compound linked to liver and pancreatic cancer. Letting the popcorn cool before opening the bag decreases the chance of developing cancers from ingesting PFCs. Number 7. Farmed salmon. Overcrowding of farm-raised salmon leads to lower health quality in the fish. Farmed salmon does not have the bright orange color as the wild version, so they're fed with chemicals to have a reddish-pink hue to improve their appearance. Studies have found contaminants in farmed salmon are generally higher than in wild salmon, Consuming large amounts of farmed salmon may lead to increased cancer risk. Removing the skin to decrease exposure to contaminants and pollutants may decrease the risk. Number 8. Canned foods. Although not as prevalent as it used to be, canned food is still stored in cans lined with a chemical named bisphenol A or BPA. BPA is now banned in many countries because of its toxicity and carcinogenic nature. BPA has been linked to several issues like heart diseases, diabetes, and cancer. Acidic foods like canned tomatoes cause the BPA to leak out of the lining of the cans and into the food. Many types of plastic containers and even glass jar lids also contain BPA, so ensure that plastic containers are marked BPA free. Number 9. Hydrogenated oil. Liquid oils that are chemically processed to turn solid at room temperature are called hydrogenated oil. This type of oil contains trans fat and is used to increase food's shelf life. Once ingested, these foods alter the structure of human cell membranes and double the risk of breast cancer in women. Trans fat is considered to be the worst type of fat there is. It's known to cause cancer, heart disease, and immune system problems. There is no safe amount of trans fats you can incorporate into your diet, which is why it was officially banned in many countries. Number 10. Alcohol. Studies show that drinking 3 or more standard alcoholic drinks per day increases the risk of stomach and pancreatic cancers. There is also evidence that drinking alcohol increases the risk for prostate cancer. All alcoholic drinks, including red and white wine, beer, and liquor, are linked with cancer. Number 11. Salt-preserved foods. A lesser-known fact is that salt can also increase risks for cancer, specifically stomach cancer. The American Institute for Cancer Research panel of experts found strong evidence that salt and salt-preserved foods increase the chance of developing stomach cancer. These foods include staples like pickles, sauerkraut, kimchi, and some high-sodium cheeses. Number 12. High fructose corn syrup. Excess consumption of fructose in additives like table sugar or high fructose corn syrup not only contributes to obesity, but it may increase colorectal cancer cell survival, leading to larger tumors and increased severity of symptoms in patients at higher risk. High-fat diet coupled with high fructose corn syrup further increases the risk of colorectal cancer.